Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is take her back. The scripture comes from Ecclesiastes 11:3. When the clouds are full, they pour out rain upon the earth. Whether a tree falls to the south or to the north, wherever it falls, there shall it lie. One who pays heed to the wind will not sow, and one who watches the clouds will never reap. Just as you know not how the breath of life fashions the human frame in the mother's womb, so you know not the work of God, which He is accomplishing in the universe. In the morning sow your seed, and at the evening let your hand not be idle. For you know not which of the two will be successful, and whether both alike will turn out well. Okay, so here's the message. Here's the message. Here's the message. Here's the message for somebody. Take every message to God for confirmation. But here's the message. Someone, there is something that you had put down, okay? You put this down. I feel like for someone, this could simply be an idea, okay? For someone, you may have gotten to a point where you felt like you would never have any children, or you wouldn't have any more children. And God is saying, pick it back up, because what you don't know, okay? What you don't know, okay? Um, if it is someone and you have decided to give up on, maybe you had a dream of buying a house, or getting a house or something like that, and God, you got to a point in your life where you had completely given up on this dream, and God is saying pick it back up. Or if this is an idea, you had an idea for a business, and God is saying pick it back up. God is saying for someone, you are looking at your options, and your options are many. Maybe you are at the point, like with the children, maybe you already have or a child, or you already have children. You wanted some more, but you're just like, okay, well, I'm okay with the ones that I have. God is saying, pick it back up. Not that it's nothing wrong with the children you have. There is nothing wrong with the children you have, but God is saying the more the merry, okay? And God tells us to be fruitful and multiply, okay? So God is saying don't give up on your dreams, because if He put it inside your heart to want this and to yearn for this, there is a reason behind it. Um, if it's a situation with a house, and you have always wanted a house, regardless to what kind of house, regardless if you want a house in like a suburban neighborhood, or a high rise downtown, or if you want a beach house, or you want a homestead, or whatever it is that you had in your mind that you wanted, God said for whatever reason you got to a point to where you were trying so hard and it just didn't work out. God said pick it back up. God is saying pick it back up, pick it back up, pick it back up. For you know not which of the two will be successful, or whether both alike will turn out well. So, yeah, and that's the message. God is saying you never know. You like God, allow God to surprise you with this matter. And this could even be for someone, if you always wanted to be married, or you always wanted a relationship, you always wanted to have someone, God is saying pick that back up too, okay? And I'm not going to be bitter and leave it out. But I just feel like that is there too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all of these promises that God has made to you, all of the things that God told you that you would receive these things, you are going to receive these things. Okay? God said, pick it back up. You may have gotten to the point where you are just like, I am tired of trying and trying and trying, and it's just simply not working out for me. God said, pick it back up. For you do not know which of the two will be successful, or whether both alike will turn out well. I'm being reminded of this dream that I had, I would say about a year ago, a couple years ago. And in this dream, I was at like a little festival, and I recall I had went up to a window. I was trying to order some food, and Long story short, my food was taking a very long time for me to receive it. However, before I ended up receiving my food, and I went back and checked on it, they gave me my money back and told me I didn't have to pay because it took so long. And before I got my food, I think there was like, it was a celebration going on, and there was like a number that was pictured in the clouds, okay? And then when I came back to the stand, they gave me double of what I ordered, and they gave me my money back. And I just feel like God is saying, for somebody, you are going to receive a double blessing. A double blessing. This is a twin blessing for somebody. For somebody, you are about to, like, you have decided, maybe you are in a position where you're trying to work on one thing at a time, and God is saying He about to bless you with double. You're about to receive all of these things that you have been waiting on, that you just gave up on, that you just said, I give up and I'm tired and I don't want to try anymore. God said you are about to receive double. You will receive double. You will receive double. You will receive double. Try again, try again, try again. Don't just give up, okay? Like I said in the video yesterday, you can pray that God will bless you with things. You can pray that God will help you and guide you to get things, but I feel like God is saying this is for somebody. They have just completely given up. They don't want to work anymore. They don't want to put it forth any effort to receive these things anymore. God says, if you don't put in any effort, how do you ever expect to receive what you want? How could you possibly expect to receive this blessing and you not putting forth any effort to to get it? Like, you simply cannot have a baby just one person by yourself. You can go and get the what is it, the fabricated, the scientific. You can do the scientific route, okay? And it is no shade coming from me, because it's no shade, but you can go about that way and have a baby by yourself. But in reality, when you really think about it, even regardless, okay, you still gonna need an egg from a woman and a sperm from a man in order to create a baby. That you still need two people. It takes two, okay? So you can't expect that if you are staying alone by yourself and you are never going out talking to anybody and putting forth any effort to do anything, that you are going to, like, that the baby is just going to fall into your laps. You can adopt a baby by yourself. You can become a foster parent by yourself. You can there are other ways around it, but in reality, if it is your wish to naturally have a child, then you have to put forth some effort, okay? And it's not to say that God will not send the man directly to your door and shock you. But I'm just going to be real and say, you have to put forth some effort, okay? Even if God was to send you somebody and you are like right there by that person, a lot of times you are going to have to actually put forth effort to speak to them and talk to them. And like, you got to you got to put forth effort. You can't expect that you are going to be able to buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that, but you don't want to work, okay? It's just like, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put some kind of work in. I cannot expect my plants to grow if I am not putting forth any effort and making sure that they have the water and the nutrients that they need and the love that they need, because plants react to the way that we are around them. Plants react to being around people that are giving them love and nourishing them, okay? Because they, regardless to, they're not alive in a sense of actually like the way that we are and animals are, but they are alive. Like, they are alive. They are alive. They're different. And, it's just like looking at how they grow, just looking at how when you grow a tomato plant, how the different tomatoes, sometimes they come shaped different. Sometimes the colors are not exactly the same. Sometimes the leaves, will look different. Like my lettuce leaves, some of the lettuce leaves are full and they're all green. And then I have some that have a little bit of the red around it. And it's just, I don't know how to say it. But if you are not putting forth any effort in anything that God is asking you to do, or anything that God is trying to bless you with, if God is trying to bless you with something and you are just like Like, you didn't just gave up, okay? You just fell out on the floor, and you are doing like Job was doing, just sitting under the tree and saying, I accept the punishment. And, like, especially if God is not punishing you, and it's not a situation where you are under a wrath or God is testing you or anything like that, but you are just simply in a position to where you have completely given up and you expect God to give you everything on a silver platter. It does not work that way. And I'm being real. And God is saying that one who pays heed to the wind will not sow, and one who watches the clouds will never reap. And I just feel like God is saying this will be somebody that just expects to lay down and look up at the clouds and just watch the clouds all day, and that something is just going to fall into their laps. And God is saying, no. How is that fair? To all the people that work hard to receive what they have got, like what they have in general, like for all the people that have worked hard to receive what they have, how is it fair for someone else to just falls into their lap? And it's not to say that that doesn't happen or that's impossible, but even if it's a situation like that, 9 out of 10, that person been doing some work that you may not know about. Because some of us have jobs, like, even if it's a person that is like a street preacher or somebody that just goes about doing the work of God, but they are not receiving compensation per se. They're not charging anything. They're not receiving money for all of this that they're doing. God will find his own way to make sure that they are paid for their work. But they still working. It's still work. It may not be the same kind of work, but it's still work. And it is a difference between somebody that is putting forth effort to work and somebody that is just expecting it to fall into their laps. God said, don't just walk away from it. Don't ignore it. Don't leave it. It's still there and it is achievable. But you have to put some work in first. Yet don't leave it. It's coming. Whatever this is that you have asked for, it is coming. For some of y'all, it's already there. If it, like, for somebody, I feel like somebody don't even know about the things that you are pregnant with at this moment. But God is saying that it is coming. But you still got to work for it. You have to put in the work first before you receive these blessings. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.